Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I can't fall asleep. I just came back from the gym. I had some pre-workout, so now I'm drinking some non-caffeinated tea to see if I can go to bed. So I was just like, why not drink some tea, you know? It says it's a soothing dip in an organic pool of calm. So I need to get calm and go to bed because I got work tomorrow. So let's go. But why not just do a little story time? Okay. So me as a person, I'm very open and honest. I don't really hide my background, or when I meet someone, I kind of just like tell them how it is. So today I'm going to talk about my medical condition. So I've had epilepsy. Epilepsy is a form of when you have seizures. Seizures is you literally start seizing, so you're shaking. There's different forms of seizures, but you do pass out, you don't know what's going on, you wake up confused. Literally, there's no symptoms to when one is coming, at least not for me. I've had various incidents with seizures and bad ones. So today I'll tell you a couple incidents with seizures that I've had. So probably the worst ones was, I had one, this was 2017. So that year I was driving home. I remember that day I didn't have much sleep. I didn't really eat that well, so it was kind of also my fault. So I was driving home, I had a seizure, and I fell into a ditch. I flipped twice. My car was completely totaled. It still is, just sitting in my parents' house. Because I have nowhere to pretty much keep it, because I do live in an apartment. So, you know, the car does not move at all. So it would just, there's no place for me to really keep it here. So I had that car for a year. It was my first dealership car. I still have to pay it off. It was a total loss, sadly. But I just view it as in, I'm alive, I'm here, I didn't break anything. I did have my chest all bruised up. I just did have some bruises and some scratches, but that's it. The thing that did hurt though was once I was found, luckily, by this guy. He was driving by, he said he saw my car flipped with the blinkers on. So he spotted me, he called the ambulance, the cops. The first thing the cops told me was, the only reason you're not going to jail is because you're going to the hospital. I nearly almost died from a medical condition, and you're telling me that I would be going to jail? Like, really? That's the first thing. Like, at least be like, are you okay? Like, how are you feeling? No, like, they just did not care. So I went to the hospital. They helped me out. They did x-rays. They did all of that. So like I said, thank God nothing was broken about my car. Forward a couple months later, I was seeing a new neurologist. What happened there is I wanted to change one of the medications. This medication makes me slower. It makes my memory, honestly, like sometimes I feel like it fades. Like, I just constantly forget things. And it sucks because people do call me slow. People do always make fun of me for forgetting things, and I laugh along with it. But you know, it does get annoying and like hurtful, I guess, at times, just knowing, like, I know they don't mean it in that way. I know I have this condition and I can't do anything about it. Unfortunately, I just have to learn to work with it. And that's how it's been my whole life. I did not want to deal anymore with those side effects. I was feeling very fatigued, so he gave me another option. I started that other option, and I had 3 seizures in a row. The first week I was jogging. Luckily, I was in a neighborhood. I was running on the sidewalk. So I had a seizure. I bruised my whole face. I had a picture, but it's in my old phone and I didn't get it back it up. Literally, my face was unrecognizable. My whole eye was bruised. My lips were swollen, purple. I had like huge lumps. They're pretty much gone. So, I don't know if you can see this here. This is still, I feel like, a piece that was left there. So of what the ambulance told me, I was found on the street. So I had the seizure, but the neighbors did find me after I had it. They didn't see me actually having it. They just found me, and my face was pretty much all bruised and bloody. So that was the first seizure. I let it pass. That following week, I had another one. I was in my room this time, but the thing that happened there is while I was seizing, I guess that's what they would call it, I had my mouth open, so the corner of my closet, I went like this. I had my mouth open. I hit my 2 front teeth. So what happened there, my 2 front teeth fell out. I was rushed to the hospital again. They put my teeth in milk, and I guess that saved them. I still had to get a root canal, which means that they're pretty much dead, but they're in there, you know? And they stitched them in there. I've never heard of that. Like, I was just like, you stitched my teeth back in? But the thing about that is they literally like just, obviously when you have your teeth, they're like in with your gum, if that makes sense. It looked like they just like literally like just stuck up my teeth like that. I felt like SpongeBob, like a motherfucking beaver. They were just literally like, it was bad. And after they stitched them in, I went to the dentist because they told me to follow up. I had to have a wire, so they were stitched in there, but they put a wire around me. I had that wire in for a couple of months. They eventually took that wire off. Then, like I said, I still had beaver teeth. I was just like, okay, so I guess my teeth are gonna stay like this forever, pretty much. I was like, ugh. But the following week after this one, where my teeth fell out, I had another one. Thank God I was in the living room with my family. They had to see that. They recorded me. I saw it myself too. That I would not post on here. It's very scary. I got scared myself just watching it. I'd never seen it. And my family always told me it's so scary. Like, I've had my friends tell me it was scary. Only my family, my close friends, and my ex has seen me had seizures. So and they all tell me it's scary to watch, and I bet it is. So yeah, I was with my family, thank God. This time I wasn't taken to the hospital. I was kind of just, they let me sit there, rest, see if I needed anything. They kind of know like the protocol, pretty much what to do when it's happening. So that's nice. After that, I was just like, something's happening. I went to work the next day. I was feeling very nauseous. I was seeing like double. I am in the medical field. When I was taking vitals for patients, I could not even really read their blood pressure readings because everything was just moving. I was vomiting. I could not walk. Literally, I was falling. And I was taken to the hospital. They checked my levels to my new medications, and turns out I was being pre-overdosed. When they switch you to a new medication, they should be checking your levels to see how it's going, how your body's intaking it, how your body's adapting to it, and they weren't doing that. So I was being pre-overdosed. I spoke to my neurologist. They switched me back to my regular old medications. My parents didn't even want to like try anything else. I understand. I was scared to try anything else. I'm just like, if he already tried something new and this is happening, like, I don't even want to try risking another different type of medication. I'm just gonna stick to what I've had. So to this day, I am currently taking that same medication. So yeah, so that happened. And back to that part where I told you about my teeth. So this November, my teeth were starting to hurt, and I was concerned. I was kind of just like, why are my gums hurting so bad? Like, why are my teeth hurting? And it was turning black. So I was just like, okay, something's wrong here. So they pretty much told me like that my teeth and gum was rotting. and it was getting infected pretty much. And I was just like, well, that makes sense because I've been having so much pain and it's just like turning into an odd color. Like, it was bad. So I asked them like what happens from here? And they were kind of just like, well, what happens from here is you're going to need implants. And I was just like, and he said, they're gonna be $7,000 for 2 teeth, and those need to be paid off in 6 months. And then I was like, I had recently just moved out, like I'm still paying off some bills, like school, that car that I like lost is just like bad timing. So currently I am in the process, but it's just like, what can I do, you know? Like, I'm gonna do it. Thankfully, my parents are helping me out with that. I'm very blessed to have parents like them. They've been here through the whole thing, and yeah, I'm just very lucky to have them. So after they did that, right now you can totally, like, you can see these 2 front teeth. These are just temporary. What happens here, they're gonna open the gum, they're gonna put another screw in. When I went in, what they did was they pulled those teeth out that they had stitched in. They put in 2 screws that I guess have to grow in. I may be wrong, but I know they like put screws in there. They put 1 screw on each side. Then what they told me that they're gonna do, which is next month, they're gonna put another screw. So the first one just has to grow into the bone of the tooth, I think. And then they'll put the second one, but they're gonna open my whole gum, put that second screw in, then they have to let that heal. And then for the third step is when they'll take out the temporary and then just put in the implants, which are going to look not like this, because I ain't paying $7,000 to have some teeth looking like that. Like, as of today, I haven't had a seizure, thank God. And yeah, that was my little story time. I am starting to get tired, so I'm gonna just finish this tea. So this tea really helped, just saying. If you ever can't sleep and you need something to just calm you down, this is the tea to drink. Bye guys, thanks for listening. Stay tuned. I actually have a lot of videos coming.